Hello everybody and welcome back. Good to talk to all of you again, and today's episode is, well, properly titled as Torpedoes Everywhere, the sequel. Because the last time I made a Torpedoes Everywhere episode, there's just a bunch of Fubukis. Well, yeah. Take a look there. There's 6 enemy destroyers, including 3 Shimakazes, a Gearing, a Benson, and a Fubuki. Every single one of those destroyers can throw long-range torpedoes in our direction without ever being spotted. Oh, and on a even more interesting note, this was actually just before patch 5.3. This was, I think, the night before that patch. So, that's without accounting for torpedo acceleration, without accounting for all those fancy little things that destroyers get. So, this is going to be fun, right? I mean, it's going to be fun. Not for us, maybe for the enemy team, but I mean, it'll be fun for you. You guys are gonna like this, I think. But for us, this is how nightmares really start. This is how you become traumatized. This is where I would need to go see a therapist and be like, oh my god, these torpedoes, they're everywhere, everywhere. So, anyways, I mean, I'm in Des Moines, Riley is in a Montana, Aerial Ace was in a Yamato, and even though we have that advantage in battleships, and we have the advantage in cruisers, it's, you know, there's a Zhao and 2 Des Moines, we have the advantage in those ships, we can never see the things that are actually going to really hurt us. So, I mean, I knew I was in trouble, and I think, you know, my division knew we were in trouble sort of right at the beginning of this. And my initial idea was, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the battleships behind me, I'm going to get in front, and I'm going to try to do a little bit of advance warning kind of thing. You know, if I spot the torpedoes ahead of time, then the battleships will have a little bit more time to dodge. So I try my best to, I guess, get in front of Ariel, get in front of Riley, just to sort of be their advance warning a little bit. 2 of our destroyers, both heading south. And truth be told, in a situation like this, it actually is really important for the destroyers to maybe help out a little bit. Help out your bigger ships. You know, maybe screen for them, maybe get out there and spot the destroyers. Even if you don't engage them, at least spot them so the rest of your team have a chance. But it is a random battle, so, you know, puppies do what puppies do, and they don't always think about what is the greater good for the team. So, what can you do? Well, I'm going to do what I can do, which is try to get in front of the battleships, not too far forward, so I get nuked by the battleships. Because I'm still worried as well that if the destroyers have gotten closer, then they can spot me as well. And if I get spotted and I'm caught out there by myself, the battleships are absolutely going to wreck me. That's just the life of a cruiser. So you're trying to find that happy balance where you're a little bit ahead of your battleships, giving them as much early warning and cover as you can, while not getting killed yourself. At least in theory, right? But not having carriers, not having a destroyer out there, I really have no idea. Oh, and here come the torpedoes. And the Shimatorps, even before the 5.3 buff to their torpedo speeds, didn't really give you much time to actually react to them. So I eat 2 torpedoes, and cruisers don't like to take torpedoes because you really do take a massive ton of damage. And 2 torpedoes and you're pretty much in red health. Oh, and of course, oh yeah, just watch. It's better to watch. Listen to sound effects. Beep. The beeping is nice. Yeah. And you think that's over, huh? Take a look in the direction of North Carolina. Yeah. North Carolina got dropped to down like 8,000 HP on like that first wave. It's just torpedoes everywhere. And these are the Shima torpedoes, and like, oh, so terrifying. So, first wave, all of these torpedoes came by, and I mean, I'm already like more than half HP down. Oh, and here comes more. Here comes more. I think it's maybe time that we actually have a proper phrase to coin the after effects of being in a battle like this. Traumatic torpedo syndrome. Any ideas? Maybe you guys can come up with something. Oh god, this is just... Oh, man. I mean, literally, you couldn't even go forward on this. You were just constantly turning around and trying to go the other way. Because there was just so many of them. Oh, dear God. And you know, this is the thing, right? This at the higher tiers, this meta has shifted to seriously like World of Destroyers, and without carriers and cruisers, well, cruisers to actually be able to hunt destroyers, or carriers to actually be able to spot destroyers, this literally turns into your, oh my god, and here's more. This literally is your high tier meta. If you have this many destroyers, because they are literally immune from anything, they could just sit there and throw torpedo after torpedo after. I mean, it's terrifying. It's just terrifying. It didn't matter that we had, you know, tier 10 battleships or tier 10 cruisers. We couldn't even move forward. We're literally turning away in circles. Now, mind you, the enemy destroyers are playing their game fantastically, by the way. I mean, they're literally area denial completely, our ability to play in certain areas of the map. Just 4 destroyers, literally just the 3 Shimakazes and the gearing, can effectively zone us out from the entire center of the map, where our team now is forced to absolutely having to go north, except, well, and you know, with that first, I guess, 3 waves of torpedoes, it basically blocked us off from even going north. So what fun. I mean, eventually I decide, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go forward. Maybe I can spot them, maybe I can kill one of them, who knows. I'm just trying anything at this point, because it was just like, oh my god. If I stay back, I mean, sooner or later I'm gonna die to torpedoes, so heck with it. Let's just push forward and see what happens. I do actually manage a few hits. I mean, I'm kind of proud of myself here. I actually managed to get a few hits in on stuff, which is kind of nice. You know, kind of dent the Iowa a little bit. Yes, I dented him. I didn't actually really do all that much. And I get a couple of hits in on this Montana, which was nice. Montana did also give me a few shots, but you know, I mean, this destroyer, by the way, these destroyers literally could be 5.96 kilometers away from me, and I... Stop. Stop with them torpedoes. Stop. And there's more. And there's more. Oh... And once again, because of those torpedoes, I had to turn away again. Couldn't do anything else. Couldn't actively pursue them. Had to turn away again. The North Carolina on our team also died, like, a really, really painful death. Because I don't think the North Carolina on our team did anything. Took a bunch of torpedoes at the start, recovered a bit of HP, took another torpedo, died. A miserable death. Just nothing. If you want to feel helpless, this is the way to go. You know, just want to feel like you don't have any real role in a battle. This is it. Because as a U.S. cruiser, you're really supposed to be shooting airplanes. And hey, look, there's no carrier in sight. So what's the cruiser supposed to do? Well, I mean, I guess I could hunt battleships, but I am still in a cruiser. But aren't cruisers supposed to be the natural predators of destroyers? Yes. At least in theory, but not right now. Eventually, I mean, I do push hard enough into an area where I actually do spot the destroyers, but oh, guess what? Smoke. Can't see them, and you can't shoot what you can't see, and so, yeah, what fun, right? I mean, just what fun. Just look at that. There's just torpedoes everywhere. Well, our team basically gets wiped. I think the majority of our team basically gets wiped by the torpedoes. I mean, we just lose so much HP to those torpedoes that... Hey, at least I took out the torpedo launcher of the Torpedoes. See, I mean, that's another ship that has identity issues. Thinks of itself as a destroyer sometimes. At least I took away one of its torpedo launchers. It can't be a destroyer anymore. But just so you guys know, actually, around me, later on, you know, some of the other ships pop up. I'm pretty sure around me right now there are 3 Shimakazes and a gearing, and I can't spot any of them. And they're not even really that far. Oh, there's one. There you go. There's the 2 of them that just popped up. They're 7 kilometers away from me, and yeah, forget it. Oh, so now I am in. Well, I'm in trouble because I've got two Shimakazes. Oh, there's the third one. There's a gearing up there too. There's actually gearing up there as well. I can't. I don't even know. I think it was. I initially thought it might have been two ships over there, but no. There's actually four ships over there, including a gearing as well. What is a poor little Des Moines supposed to do in a situation like this? I mean, hey, I did manage to Citadel the Hindenburg. Yeah. I did 21,000 damage, I think, in this entire battle. And yeah, see that smoke screen? Gearing's inside the smoke screen, and I get killed by the Gearing's HE. Fun. So that pretty much is how the battle went. We got zoned out everywhere. The destroyer's absolutely right. Oh, look, and more torpedoes. So Riley and Ariel, who tried to push up on his battleships, yeah, they had fun as well because, oh, look at that. Torpedoes there. The gearing's firing. So Ariel dodged that. Oh, it was so much fun. Just so much fun. I hope you're all entertained by these torpedoes, folks. I really do. There was so many of them. Oh, God, there was more. Those are the other Shimakazes said, and then Ariel, I think. I don't know what happened to Ariel. Ariel took a bunch of torpedoes. Anyways, the end result is we all died, and we lost the battle. So, there we go, folks. Hope you enjoy Torpedoes Everywhere, the sequel. Anyways, hope you all have a good day, and I'll talk to all of you again soon.